What is the Malta Northwest Treatment Facility and how does it work?
Well, this plant is the second mechanical biological treatment plant in Malta. The goal is to treat the full amount of municipal solid waste produced on the island. Yeah. This plant has a specialty that it treats, in principle, it treats 76,000 tons of municipal solid waste. It treats 46,000 tons of bulky waste. And then, and this is the speciality of this plant, maybe also because of the island conditions, it also treats 35,000 tons of manure and 5,000 tons of poultry dung. No? Another speciality maybe, or another feature of this plant, that it is in reality divided on two sides. The first side, that is the MT plant, the mechanical treatment plant, is where the municipal solid waste, the bulky waste, is received. It is sorted, it is pre-treated to, on one side, recover recycling material, to recover RDF, and to obtain the organic fraction, out of which, after a certain pre-treatment, wet pre-treatment, to remove still impurities, we can then produce an organic suspension that then is pumped to the other side, which would be the AD side, the AD plant, anaerobic digestion plant. At the side of the anaerobic digestion plant, we also receive the agricultural substrates. Yeah? We mix them together with the organic suspension from municipal solid waste in a suspension buffer, and then we go into the into the digesters. We have here, it is a wet digestion. It is a mesophilic process in one step. Yeah, we are talking about two digesters fully mixed with gas lances. Yeah. What maybe, well, the biogas we are producing, it's about 5.4 million norm cubic meter per year. Yeah. They are valorized then into CHP units, one of 0.6 megawatt, one of 1.2 megawatt, with the goal to produce electricity that is fed into the grid of the island. At the moment, the only use we have for the heat is for the process itself. No? Maybe what is also interesting in this plant is that after the digestion, the digestate, we have still an aerobization in the wet phase. We call it wet oxidation. That means we aerate this digestate in order to already achieve a biological stabilization in this wet phase. After it, we have a solid liquid separation, which also is favorized by this wet oxidation. And the solid phase we use for landfill coverage, while the process water goes to a process water management. Most of the water can be recirculated for different purposes. Nevertheless, we will have excess water, also as we have so much manure, and this is then treated in an internal wastewater treatment plant, and which then, or let's say pre-treated, and then it is pumped to an external wastewater treatment plant.